Welcome to Circuit and Soul. Today we are taking a look at a pair of DC Court Graphiks. And these are a collaboration between the 43i Institute and DC. And what made me want these is they are styled after Ken Blocks Ford Escort Cossie V2. They have the same color scheme, and I thought that looked awesome. And longtime subscribers of my channel, you guys know that I'm a big fan of the late Ken Block and all things Hoonigan. So I couldn't pass on these. This was a wider release. There were 4 different sneakers, I believe, but I'll get into that more later. So enough waffle. Let's go ahead and get these out of the box, shall we, and check them out. So on the top of the box, we have the KB Forever and the 43i.org, and then the DC logo. And then straight away, we are met with some KB Forever tissue paper. Also has the DC logo on it there. And there are the sneakers themselves, and this colorway is wild, dude. I like these so much. There's sneaker number 1. And sneaker number 2. Come here. So good. Nothing else in the box. For those of you unaware of what the 43 Institute is, it exists to create pathways and provide resources for underserved, highly driven, motivated misfits whose aspirations lie in action sports, motorsports, and the creative arts. All right, here they are in all their glory. The DC Court Graffik 43i Collab in the Ford Escort Cossie V2 colorway. Official colorway for these guys was black, white, and multi. And these beauties feature an all leather upper, like most DC Court Graphiks. On the outside, we have a DC logo here at the ankle area, and this is styled in carbon fiber. And it has shinier leather that's smoother. It's more almost like a patent leather. It's shiny and very smooth. The rest of the upper is also smooth, but not as shiny. It's more of a matte. And of course, you have that Cossie V2 paint job, which is awesome. They did a really good job mimicking the paint job of the Cossie V2. Really, really happy with this shoe so far. On the inside of the sneaker, more of the same. Of course, without the DC logo at the ankle area. Moving around to the toe box, it is all white with that checker pattern. And we have a DC logo right there. The Court Graffik features a mesh breathable tongue. And this tongue is all black. And it has the 43 block logo at the top. And then, like all Court Graphiks, they come pre-laced with fat laces. And these ones are black. Moving around to the back of the shoe, we do have a functional pull tab. What I consider functional, if my finger fits in it, it's functional. A lot of shoes have a pull tab that are comically small, and my finger doesn't fit in it, so I don't consider that to be functional at all. The inside of the shoe has a green sock liner. And then the insole is the same black checkered pattern as the rear of this shoe. And it has a green DC logo. I'll get close-ups of that. The midsole and the outsole are rubber, and it features the patented pill tread pattern from DC. At midfoot, we have a DC Shoe USA logo, and then at the heel of the shoe, we have a green DC logo. So we have come to that part of the video where it is time for some close-ups and some on-feet of these beauties. So retail for these is $75, and as of recording this video, they are still available in size 8 through 12. So if this looks like something you would want, head on over to DC's website and grab yourself a pair. I recommend going true to size. I went true to size for these, and they fit just snug enough that they're not going to fall off your foot. I should mention I like to wear mine untied and fairly loose in the lace area. And they fit just well enough that they don't fall off my foot, but they're not super tight around my foot either. They're very wide, and I have lots of room in the toe box, so I do recommend going true to size on these. As I mentioned briefly at the start of the video, this was part of a wider release. There were 4 shoes in total, as well as some t-shirts and some hats. There was another silhouette that caught my eye. I believe they call it the manual silhouette, and that one was styled after the unicorn. And longtime subscribers of my channel, you know that the unicorn is a weakness for me. I have trouble staying away from things that are styled after the unicorn. And so I was tempted to grab those, but those are more like Vans. No knock against people who like Vans, but it's not really my style. It's not something that I usually go for. But the Court Graffik is something I usually go for. This is more my speed, and I really liked the V2 Cossie styling on this shoe, so I decided to go for these. I've always felt that the Court Graffik is somewhat of a comfortable shoe. It's not something that I'd want to be on my feet all day wearing, but for casual, like everyday use, I would say that these are comfortable enough. Overall, I'm happy with these, and if you're a fan of Ken Block, I highly recommend you head over to DC right now and grab yourself a pair. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you again for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and help feed that algorithm. I hope you have a great evening, and like always, thank you for watching.